Hi, it's Cassie with Third Eye Roll. I'm here to do a collective because we've got a lot of things going on. It is February 17th of 2026, so we have a new moon today. We are entering a new Chinese New Year. We are leaving behind the year of the snake and entering the year of the fire horse. We've got all sorts of things happening in February. I actually had to make a list because there are too many things for me to keep track of, and it just all starts to muddle together for me. So I really give props to the people who can keep all of this straight and it all just makes sense off of paper, but I need a list. So here's kind of what's happening in February of 2026. And this collective will be kind of how to move into that, how we're moving into that, what that kind of looks like. February 1st, we had a full moon in Leo. This focuses on bold, creative, and enough is enough energy. So you probably have been closing out a lot of things in the last 2 months. I mean, the end of 2025, you were closing out a lot of things, but like the last couple months have maybe even felt like that's amped up a little bit. February 3rd, we had Uranus direct in Taurus. Reignites stalled changes regarding money and personal values. On February 13th, Saturn entered Aries, begins a new 2.5-year cycle, shifting towards action and independent responsibility. Today, we had a new moon, we have a new moon, and we had an annular solar eclipse this morning. There was a ring of fire there, so there's like the darkness and then the light around it, but that usually signifies, major life shifts happening. Yes, over the next 2 years. Okay, perfect. February 20th, so in a few days. This is a big one too. So February 17th today is a big one. February 20th is another big one. I mean, we're all probably going to feel these at different levels, but it's going to be big on a collective humanity level. On February 20th, Saturn is in conjunction with Neptune in Aries. This is considered a cosmic do-over. This blends imagination with structure and reality. So that's kind of where we're talking about acting on those passions and following through on that. February 26th, Mercury is in retrograde in Pisces. This initiates a period of reconsidering communication and spiritual boundaries. February 28th, we have a 6-planet parade, is what they call it. Alignment parade, whatever you want to call it. Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, and Jupiter appear in the evening sky. I don't know who all is going to be able to see that, but energetically, I think we're going to feel it a little bit. And then that kind of continues into March, because I believe on March 3rd, we've got that full moon that is a lunar eclipse. I believe it's the blood moon. And that's just kind of like all of these things is a lot. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And if you're feeling really tired right now, if you're feeling exhausted or like you don't really know what to do next, you are not alone. We are all right there with you. The good news is that to get out of that, you're being encouraged to follow the things that light you up, the things that you're passionate about. So let's get into the reading. Now I'll move my list out of the way and see what else you need to know. So I pulled a few cards from the Audacity deck. If you are interested in looking at that deck, I do have it in my showcase, or I have the link available as well. I will be reading the definitions just because these are so specific that I feel like I need to do its service by reading these out to you. So first off, we've got the tea. Spill it. The gossip, your guts, the heaviness, the burden, all of it. The message. You've been soaking in the bitter tannin for so long it's time to let go. Whatever it is that's marinating in your soul is no longer needed. This card is for release, levity, sharing your burden with others, and moving on. Which is a great reminder, we are leaving the year of the snake, the transformation, the shedding of old layers, the getting rid of old habits. All of those things are being left behind as of like now. So finish that up. It's not gonna wait for you. So you're gonna wanna finish that up. We also have the coffee here. So I don't know if you guys are dehydrated, but make sure you're drinking your tea. If you drink coffee, drink your coffee. Drink some water. Drink a lot of water in this time, you guys. Drink a lot of water in this time. Stay hydrated. Okay. The coffee. This card is bringing your attention to the alchemy and seemingly routine rituals, the sorcery in the everyday, the magic in the mundane. What are you overlooking and taking for granted? How can you pause and sip the coffee? Are you rushing through your day because you're in a hurry or because you're avoiding things that need attention and are easier to push aside? I'll leave that one as it is. You'll know if that's for you. Well, honestly, see how you can make it fit. Normally, I'm going to tell you to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but there's always a way for you to find, there's a way for you to find where that fits in your life. So I encourage you to do so. The star. All eyes on you. You're the star, the center of attention, the celebrity. It's your time to shine and you're relishing in it. You finally topped triple-digit likes on your social media post. Your ex drunk texted you. Your nemesis got canceled and your complexion is looking pretty clear today. All in all, it's a winning day. Just don't trip on your train and fall face first down the stairs. The paparazzi are ready for their clickbait and tabloid photos. Stay humble. So do all of these things, but remember where you came from. Nobody's like better than anybody else. Nobody's got it figured out more than anybody else. I really want to reiterate on that, is like, even when people act like they've got everything together and that they know what they're doing, that's great. Channel that energy, like, that works. It works. But like, nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. Okay, I did pull some tarot cards as well, so we'll get into that part right next. Okay. So first off, we've got the Two of Swords here, so you might feel you're at a bit of a stalemate here. Maybe you're not knowing exactly where to go next, and that makes sense. You're potentially waiting for something to come to fruition so that you know what the answer is. You might think that there's some hidden information that you need before you can make a decision, and pro and con, that's true and also not true. What's true about that is that the hidden information is something that you're going to have to kind of discover as you take this leap into the next shift, or into the next part of your journey here. You might feel like you're stuck in the middle between what like society might want you to do and what you want to do and what your family wants you to do and all of those things. The idea here is that with the Emperor, that you're stepping into your sovereignty, though. So this is about you. This is not about Joe Schmo down the street. This is not about the government. This is not about society. This is not about your community. This is not about anybody but you and what serves you, because what is best for you is what's best for everybody else around you. So you might think that there's a lot of like roadblocks in the way here. With this Two of Swords, you might feel like, but like, if I jump off that cliff, I don't know what's at the bottom. What if it like brings everybody else down with me? What if it means that I can't earn enough money to pay for my family? What if it means that this hurts somebody or whatever? When you are following your true like high calling, passion, interest, all of those things, that's not how it works. Doors will open for you to make sure that it works in your favor. And if you don't believe me, try it. Go full delusional for like, I don't know, a month. Try it for a month of just going full delusional of like, this is how I can make this work. I don't know how. I don't know how. Except that you are not gonna know how it's gonna work out. It's just gonna. I'm somebody who doesn't, I wouldn't believe you if you're telling me that, but it works. It really works. Go full delusional on that. I'm telling you. With the Emperor here, the idea is that you do kind of call back your sovereignty. This is about you. This is about commanding your situation. This is about commanding how you want your life to go. You create your own reality. So it's time to get started on that. The Year of the Snake is over. We are entering the Year of the Fire Horse, and we have to do that boldly, with confidence. We have to know where we're going energetically. You don't need to know what the end goal is. You don't have to be like, here's me right now and I want to be a painter and I'm going to have all my paintings in galleries or whatever. You're limiting yourself by saying that that's your end goal. You could just say, I would like to paint because that's my passion. It makes me feel lighter. It makes me feel inspired. It makes other people feel that way too. That's huge. That's huge. That is all you need to go off of. If it lights you up, if it's something that you feel passionate about, go for it. Go do it. Don't care about where it's leading you, because the doors will open as you start to go down your path. But if you're intending to go down this one straight path that you can You can imagine, because as humans, we're like, well, if I can't see the outcome, if I can't see the journey, why would I go on it? That's what we're here to do, you guys. I know that society has told us otherwise. This isn't about society anymore. Society is crumbling. I don't know if you guys are noticing. Society isn't freaking real anymore. None of this is real anymore. So take your life by the reins of the fire horse and freaking go for it, okay? Freaking go for it. No more excuses. Be done. Because everything here, everything universally, psychics, mediums, astrologers, freaking people who channel extraterrestrials, people who are consistently channeling higher beings, people who, I don't know, we're all on the same page, and we want you to join us because it's better over here. There's no pressure to do one thing versus the other. You're supposed to just do what you're passionate about, and it's lighter, and it's more healing, and it's more enjoyable, and it makes me not want to jump off a cliff in a bad way. So I highly recommend that you start grabbing life by the reins for yourself, not for anybody else, for you, your kids, your family, your whoever else. It's a domino effect. You do that for you, they can do that for them. And there is a way to it. Stop worrying about how you're going to pay the bills. I mean, pay your bills. Don't fall in debt or anything like that. But keep in mind, all of this structure is falling away. These are not going to exist at some point. They can't. Everything is crumbling around us. Infrastructure is crumbling around us. So it's not about that. Stop giving that your attention. Do what you got to do. But remember, this is about your sovereignty and you figuring out how you manifest this life for yourself, okay? The second that you start to do that, we've got new prosperous opportunities, grounded new beginnings, and potential for abundance with the Ace of Pentacles there. You're getting a green light. You're getting a green light from the universe. You're getting a green light from the universe in like the biggest way possible. You're probably seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities about this. So something, whether it's things that do light you up a little bit, that you're like feeling a little spark of inspiration towards, or I couldn't even possibly go into all of the examples, so I don't know why I started, but like decide if you want to contribute to society as it's been existing, or do you want to contribute to society in a way where we can all start chasing our passions and it helps other people. Because like I know that it seems like, oh, maybe my art can't help people. Your art can help people. Your guys' art helps me. I'm not an artist. I would love to be an artist, and that will be my passion one day. Not right now. I'm working on other things right now, but I love to, part of my passion is to see that it is part of your passion. So like the energy is raising in the community that we have all built. So like if you've seen me before, if you're part of this group, you know that we all kind of like are starting to lift each other up in these ways that, I don't know, I didn't think that was possible. But yeah, this is more about following, I mean, it literally says chasing excitement on this card. I wrote it down. Desire driven, high energy, low patience. This is not a waiting game time. This is not the time to wait for things to work out, because they're not gonna work out in the way that you're waiting for them to work out. You're never gonna win the lottery and then that takes care of all those things. You need to do this for yourself. You don't have to be stuck in this cycle that everybody's telling you need to stay stuck in. You do not have to do that. In fact, please don't. Please don't. One friend to another, please don't. Stop limiting yourselves. There are so many things that we can be doing. So many things to better our own lives and better people's lives around us by doing exactly what we're called to do. The Page of Swords is here too, so you maybe are needing to pay more attention to the things that bring you some sort of inspiration that light you up a little bit. An example that I like to use is when I'm feeling like I don't really know where to go next and I don't really know what to do, I just go try to find something to watch on TV, whether it's a cooking show or a ghost hunting show or something. It doesn't have to mean anything. You don't have to learn something from it. It just has to like light you up a little bit. And that's enough to get you out of that energetic funk. And then you follow the next thing that makes you feel like, okay, I feel a little bit better from that. It made me laugh. It made me think a little bit. It made me have some sort of wonder, you know? I had to think a little bit about things that aren't right in front of me. I don't have to think about files or governments or whatever. If it distracts you from that and it brings you some light, chase that for now. I mean, it's the next best thing. It's not gonna be, there's not a rule book or a guidebook to this. This is your life. This is your life. How do you want to run it? How do you want to run it? I am running a special right now. I highly recommend people do it because I think it's very helpful. This is a collective, so this is for everybody. I take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but you can find ways for this to be applicable to you no matter what. So I don't even know that I would recommend that this is like, oh, well, if it's not for you, whatever. This is for everybody. Everybody can do this in their lives, whether you're ready to leave your job or whether you're ready to leave your whatever. You've already been doing a lot of endings, a lot of closing out. Now what are you gonna do? So if you're wanting to look into that for yourself, we can look into career, we can look into finances, we can look into family, we can look into love, we can look into your home life, we can look into all of those things. I am running a special for the mid to end of February. So the 17th through the end of February, I am running a special on my website. It is called the Fire Horse reading. So this is going to be a forecast for you specifically about all of these things that you maybe need to be focusing on. So if you're wanting to book one of those readings, go over to my website at www.thirdeyeroll.org, or you can send me a message and I can send you the link that way as well. This is going to be a little bit cheaper than my full guidance reading, which is essentially the same thing, except for this is going to focus really on this like passion energy and like where you're supposed to go next. So if you're wanting to look into that for yourself, I highly recommend it. I've already kind of gotten a few. I released it this morning and I've gotten a few bookings already, so I think this will be really helpful for a lot of people. If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I want to know what you guys are gonna chase next. Are you gonna start a new craft? Are you gonna go on a trip? Are you gonna go start walking outside that you've never done before? What are you gonna do? What's your next step? It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be little. I baked a cake the other day. I'm not a baker. I baked a cake the other day and it brought me so much joy. It wasn't the best cake ever, but I was like, I did that. So chase that, okay? I promise. It'll work. I promise. I promise. Keep paying your bills. Don't do anything that is mean to other people, harmful to other people. This is about you and your journey, and everything else is about them and their journey. The other part that I want to reiterate is with all of the negativity going on in the world, make yourself as aware as you need to be to know the baseline of the truth, right? And then stop paying attention. Stop feeding it, okay? This fear, the disgust, the frustration, the anger, the sadness, all of these feelings, have them. You're correct in feeling those things, and then let them go. Do not feed into it anymore. Paying attention to these things only gives more energy to them, and we need to see it, clock it. No, that's not what we want to live with anymore. That's not the type of leadership we want anymore. We need to fight for that separately, and then stop paying attention to it. Stop giving your energy to it, okay? It's really hard to do. As somebody who argues with people on Facebook all the time, it's really hard to do. But we have to stop feeding into it. We have to stop feeding into it, and we have to start feeding into the idea of love. We have to start feeding into that. So this is how we get there. Chasing our passions and showing other people that that's okay too. So be nice to your neighbors. If you can help somebody out, please do that. But help yourself first. Put your own oxygen mask on before you put somebody else's on. Fill your own cup before you fill others. Okay? Take care of yourself, and let me know if you have any questions. I want to know what your passions are. Leave them in the comments. Thanks. Bye.